Hi, Chip Cooper, Internet Attorney, and I'm often asked about the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. What are they all about? How long have they been around? What do they do? I know they sue a lot of online businesses, but give me some information about what the lawsuits are all about and what I need to be concerned about. Well, the Federal Trade Commission has been around for a long time, since 1914. Their primary concern, their primary mission is to protect consumers against fraud, against scams. Now, more specifically, they focus on unfair or deceptive marketing practices. And for our purposes, we would focus on the deceptive marketing practices part. So what does the FTC say is deceptive in terms of marketing practices? The FTC says two things. One, that a marketing practice or message is deceptive if it misleads a consumer. And then second, if it's material to the consumer's decision to buy or use your product or service. And that means if it's important, if it really is the reason or one of the key reasons why a consumer decides to buy or use. So if these two elements are in place, there is a deceptive marketing practice. Now, the area or areas that the FTC operates in are clearly in the areas of advertising claims or ad claims that you make about your product or service. Now, the typical ad claim is, particularly in the making money scheme area, is make $100,000 in the next 6 months. Clearly an ad claim. And that claim needs to be substantiated according to the FTC. Also, there are more indirect ad claims that might not be quite as obvious. For example, a photograph of a smiling online marketer standing beside a brand new Mercedes automobile. The claim is the suggestion that arises from these facts that you too, if you purchase the product or service, that you too could earn enough to purchase a similar automobile. Another type of earnings claim would be the photograph of a YouTube account showing all of the orders that have been received and in response to your anyone's purchase of this money-making scheme. So that's what ad claims are all about, and the FTC does spend a lot of time focusing on deceptive ad claims. However, there's another area that is probably not as obvious, and that would be in the area of privacy and data security, specifically your privacy policy. For example, the Federal Trade Commission says that it's deceptive if you do not follow or honor or make good on your promises that you make in your privacy policy. Now, you might be thinking, I don't make promises in my privacy policy. The FTC says, no, you do. You make statements, you give assurances about what you do or don't do about the collection, sharing, or use of personal information that you collect. And those statements or assurances are regarded by the FTC as promises. And if you don't keep those promises, then the FTC says those statements or assurances are deceptive marketing practices. So these two areas, ad claims, particularly claims about money-making schemes, and also claims made in connection with your privacy policy and also data security, these are two primary areas that the Federal Trade Commission is working with and filing lawsuits. And let me assure you that if you get sued by the Federal Trade Commission for deceptive marketing practices, the consequences are very severe and most likely will shut down your online business. Now, we have an excellent resource that I've developed on my digicontracts.com website called FTC Auditor Pro. It'll help you audit your website for FTC compliance. So visit digicontracts.com, check out FTC Auditor Pro today. This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.